Oh my goodness.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. And each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Leandre Gothete Giusto.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? We back. I made it back. I made it back early this morning, y'all. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank y'all for being here this morning. Well, is it really morning? It's afternoon. It's noon now. We got noon. We here on the noon call-in show here at the Coach Smook Network, man. I know y'all ready. Listen, today I didn't want to start off too hype because I got some rants that I'm about to spit. Right, I got some things I'm about to speak on. I saw lots of BS about people's evaluations of Freddie Roach. I'm ready to attack some of those thoughts. Kalen DeBoer is not ready to be the head coach at Alabama. I'm gonna attack that, right? With facts. We're not just gonna talk from my feelings today. We're gonna talk with some facts. My hair is growing so funny, y'all. And so if I be messing with my hair a lot, it's because I'm starting to do what they do. But here on the Coach Smook Network, thank y'all for pulling up, man. Roll call. What's up, Lil Ye? Coming in crying. He first comment, can't even say roll tide. Just crying. Boy, that fair weatherness, it just ain't gonna elude you now. Season about to be over with. You're gonna have a long off season, dog. My guy, Ballard Sports Network, Ballard Sports Media is in the building. What's good, Ballard? I know you probably at work busy, man. Jordan, what's good, my guy? Jamal, how you feeling today? Jamal, you first time chatter? Never seen the name in here before. Name definitely look familiar. BT, what's good, my guy? Definitely, hopefully, you got time to get on today and give your thoughts on some of these things that's being said on Twitter and Facebook. I just found out I was in a Facebook group. The Coach Smook Network not gaming page, but content page is in a Facebook group. I didn't even know we was in. But they don't allow me to share my Bama content, which is weird. Why you gonna put me in a Bama group and I can't share my Bama content? But they be in there dogging the coaches, talking bad about the players and stuff. They won't let me say that because y'all know how I get down. Don't be talking about my boys, man. But yeah, we in here. What's up, Kimberly? Susan, how you feeling? Jason, my brother, Quody. What's good, Zach? What's good, Sully? In the building. Derek the Kinesis is in the building. What's good, Jarvis? Yo, I see y'all, Lisa. Afternoon, Bama Nation. I see y'all in the chat. Amanda, I see y'all. Roll Tide, everybody. And the thing is, guys, Kinesis, I don't think it's final. I don't think it's final, my guy. I don't think it's final. I got some information that is not finalized. Well, y'all seen the reports, the on-3 reports of the paperwork being nullified, but he never made an official decision. So there's a lot of petty stuff. It's a lot of off-season drama with Portal. It's entertaining for me. Some of y'all might find it stressful. It's entertaining for me because at the end of the day, I got a few points that I want to make to kind of shut up the noise, not quiet the noise, but shut it up with a lot of these content creators that keep talking about Kalen DeBoer is losing grip on the program. Shut up. Shut up. How's he losing grip on the program? Tell me. Somebody give me a solid answer. Like, I can't even get through a full roll call because the moment I start thinking about some of these statements and things, and these are people that have large followings. That's why I get pissed off about it. That's the only reason I see it. I actually unfollowed the Bama creator and their network because of the type of energy they spitting out, man. I can't support it, man. I can't support it because to me, how you gonna say that you're a Bama fan, but you continue to down everything that's happening? Like, I don't know what type of Saban era you had, but it wasn't all roses, bro. It wasn't all candy. It wasn't all peaches and cream. Like, it wasn't sweet. I don't know what Saban era you lit. Like, what part of the Saban era you went to sleep and woke up in. But there were some seasons, man, 10 wins didn't feel like 10 wins. Right? So y'all got to miss me with some of this over the top stuff. And Saban didn't run a perfect ship. We lost to Ole Miss a year when they were unranked. I mean, who was Ole Miss before they beat us? Who was Texas A&M before they beat us coming from the Big 12? Who was South Carolina when they beat us? Like, come on, y'all. Y'all got to stop with all these comparisons because they do not help your argument. At least bring some facts to the table. We'll be talking about some facts when I open this conversation up because I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. I remember I said I wasn't going to bother the Fairweather fans this offseason, but It's not even Fairweather fans. These are quote unquote supposed to be expert analysts and team reporters and all this stuff. Some of the stuff that I'm seeing, man, and you could tell people know that you all are echoing what we're saying here at the Coach Smook Network, because you got more comments popping up in other chats that you are going and mingling, which is great. We spreading the gospel, but you got other comments popping up and people popping up, adding me, asking me why I said this, and I'm like, I ain't saying that, and I go to look at the live and it's y'all saying it. So I appreciate y'all for preaching the gospel. Do like Jesus told the disciples. Go ye and do greater. These works that I've done, you go and do greater. So all the turmoil that I'm stirring up in the Fairweather sector of our fan base, y'all go and turn it up some more. And I'm no way in no shape, form, or fashion calling myself Jesus, but I feel like I've been very vocal amongst the people that have platforms. I've been very vocal in calling out the BS that we've been seeing in our fan base. And I'm not going to back down from it from nobody. Like, come on, dog. So y'all could keep on downplaying like how the portal and stuff is going to affect college football. I'm telling y'all better stop. Enjoy it. Embrace the portal like we embraced free agency, right? But even in that, we're going to get into a conversation about that. But that boy Jarvis said, get rid of Freddie, get rid of Sheridan. Why? Jarvis, I need you to call in. I want to hear your thoughts. I'm gonna be the defense attorney for every coach on this coaching staff this year. I'm gonna be the defense attorney. I'm gonna be the fan defense attorney. FDA Coach Smook. FDA Coach Smook. The field defense attorney. That's gonna be my new title. As a matter of fact, where's my logo stuff? Let me pull up not my logo, but let me pull up my lower third here. Let me get the lower third in here. I'm gonna edit that mug. I want my junk to say field or coaching defense attorney. Coach's defense CDA. I'm your CDA. I'm your resident CDA. The coaching defense attorney. For real, man. Like I'm trying my best to get where some of y'all fans are getting at with wanting to get rid of any coach on this staff right now. What coach and what facet of the game did they completely like dive from last year's production? Y'all accepted Coach Saban in that mediocre ass defense last year with Kevin Steele, two GOATs. That trash defense. We had great players in a trash defensive scheme that was outdated, and it showed so many times, and y'all didn't say nothing. You had Tommy Reese calling plays last year. Never called plays. Shoot, y'all accepted Bill O'Brien inconsistencies with Bryce Young. Y'all gotta pick y'all poison. The ship ain't never been perfect. I'm naming stuff that was happening under the GOAT. Yeah. So y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. I want to know, Jarvis. I want to hear. You miss Saban. No, look, yeah, you miss Saban. I'm good with Saban. Jeremiah Taylor, let me tell them when you find out, Jeremiah, you let me know, because I'm on the same mind track as you. Bryce Young may have won a Heisman, but he ain't win no national championship. He was in the Heisman race again a following year, and he didn't win it. Like, we like to compare the quarterback. We like to mess with the coordinators. Steve Sarkisian is not coming to Alabama to call the offense under Kalen DeBoer. Steve Sarkisian is not leaving Texas for less money than what he's getting now. Lane Kiffin ain't coming to call offense. Like, y'all be calling for folks' names. Jeremy Pruitt. I said this the other day. What in the hell is Jeremy Pruitt going to do with today's offenses? Y'all act like he had a top-notch defense at Tennessee, his last head coaching job. He benefited from 2015, 2016 when he was here, right? He benefited from being under Coach Saban. What has he done since he's left Alabama to make us want to say, get Jeremy Pruitt back? And then, what's up, Jeff? How you feeling today? And then, for the offensive coordinator job, who was the last offensive coordinator that we was just so happy about? Lane Kiffin, Steve Sarkisian. Hell, who came after those guys? Who are we going to replace Nick Sheridan with? If anything, I think if you don't replace Nick Sheridan,
you might want to flop roles with style of play call. You might give Jamarcus Shepard a chance to get into some play calling. Right? That's what you have with this staff. You got so much flexibility. Instead of getting rid of folks, why not use all of that? This is the same offensive staff that helped produce. This is what you got. 1, 2, 3. 3 out of the 5 pieces that helped produce a quality explosive offense under Kalen DeBoer at Washington for 2 years. Shepard, Sheridan, and DeBoer. I'm gonna have all these conversations because I can go and shut all y'all little BS narratives down with why y'all want people fired. I can shut it down, and I'm not going to sit here and agree with no BS comments. You got folks on panels talking about they couldn't make adjustments. How they couldn't make adjustments when different players are on the field running the same play with different players, getting different results, but we're not making adjustments. That's literally an adjustment. When I take what I was trying to do and I remove something and replace it with something else and I try to do the same thing and it has a better result or a different result, that's an adjustment. It doesn't have to have a better result. It has a different result. So when they were trying stuff out, and I wish y'all would try to come into a game and thinking you know everything about your players and being like a game where Deontay Lawson was struggling and I think you can just throw Sterling Dixon out there because he was your next highly touted guy and expect him to come on. He ain't been getting the practice reps. He ain't had that green dot on his helmet in practice. That's a whole. So what do we expect these coaches to do? They're the ones evaluating the players every day. I can't wait to get into these debates. And today, honestly, I want all y'all naysayers, all the ones that's doubting coach. If you ready to get rid of Freddie Roach, I need you on the phone. Explain it to me. If you ready to if you talking about move Nick Sheridan or get rid of Nick Sheridan, get on the phone. If you don't think Kalen DeBoer is ready, get on the phone. Stop being scared to speak. Stop being scared to debate. I'm not going to be a nice conversation. You're saying you're spitting out stupid that makes no sense after a 9-3 season under a new head coach. So we're gonna bring some statistics in this today. We're gonna bring this to some real history that you can kind of rely on and really have this dialogue. You have with the coaches. Me too, Rico. My guy, at least my guy Rico in the chat. Trapreneur Sports. I see you, my guy. I can't wait for Miro to come to New Orleans. Ugh. You know I ain't a New Orleans fan, sis. You know I'm a Falcons fan, so I don't even want him in the NFC South. I don't want to see Miro in 3 years in the league. I will say losing the Natty wasn't on Bryce. Losing Mechie and J-Mo and our 2 starting cornerbacks killed us against Georgia. We can put all of these things around it, but the fact still remains that Bryce was not in the best situation, right? But he made the best of it. Jalen Miro wasn't in the best situation, but he made the best of it. Shout out to the 232 viewers we got in the chat right now. We got 101 on YouTube. What y'all trying to figure out? I'm just touching bases with the community. Y'all think I got some break? I do got some news for y'all. Let me stop. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. And we got 132 live on Twitter. Hey, them 5 that just jumped out of YouTube. I can't see who y'all was. Y'all ain't gotta leave. I ain't gonna call you out for rubbernecking. I know y'all be watching and trying to get the content to go in these group chats and say what we be spilling over here. It's all right. It's cool. Stick around. I enjoy having y'all around. Coach, do you think we have been silent because Kevin still knew how to make halftime adjustments? How many times were we down at halftime and came back? If you think Kevin still made halftime adjustments, Dougie, I think you're watching the wrong team. That was, and I want everybody to slow down and really read this statement and make sure I'm responding right, because I remember last year a Tennessee squad in the first half. I mean the Pete Golden first half. We were seeing literally the first half of the last year Pete Golden in the Tennessee game last year. And then the rumors that T-Rob, I don't think that was a Kevin Steele adjustment. That was too many things. And then to hold him in such high regard as far as his knowledge and his history as a defensive coordinator, why does it take into the middle of the third quarter to see some realistic defensive adjustments? Right? And this is a system and a play calling style that he's not dealing with players dealing with a new language. This is a system and a play calling style that he helped develop. So on an efficiency stat rating, Dougie Fresh,
I don't see Kevin Steele's adjustments being any better than what Kane Womack has. I don't see it. So you present a good thought, a good question to think about. But I'm answering in the state, not saying you're picking a side. I'm answering it from a stance of people that think that Kevin Steele was just so great at making adjustments. Go look at them games last season. We was not there, y'all. We was not there. You have to get Ryan Grubb or bust. How? Like, I don't know how you go get Ryan Grubb from the NFL anyways, right? And I don't think y'all understand the level of it. Ryan Grubb didn't come out his first year and dial up that offense like it was dialed up when everybody started giving him recognition. Go look at what happened to him at Fresno the first year. 3-3 in the COVID year. First 4 games of the season, the offense wasn't the most efficient thing for their team. Second year at Fresno, under Kalen DeBoer and Grubb, calling plays. It wasn't until the 4th or the 5th game of that second season at Fresno, they went on a nice little, they got the humming. And then they carried it over to Washington. The only reason you saw immediate effect at Washington with Ryan Grubb, he had so much familiarity with Michael Penix. And when you have that type of connection, you're going to get that familiarity. And even they struggled in the early parts of phasing that offense, that scheme into what it needed to be. Y'all look crazy if y'all don't think this can get better. This is an offense that's still ranked in the top 25, top 30 in efficiency stats in the nation, a top 5 in the conference. We're talking numbers. If we're talking numbers, y'all are tripping because a lot of y'all like to look at numbers. Y'all like to look at stats and say he didn't do nothing, but look at the efficiency. Look at the points produced, the numbers produced. Go out and get who else? What other coordinator in the country against the strength of schedule, against everything that's stacked up against Nick Sheridan? First year, new quarterback, new offensive line, everything new. What offensive coordinator that performed better than Nick Sheridan against the competition that Nick Sheridan played against? Who are you going to go get to replace him right now? I want to see names. Ron G, go to timeout. This man said Brent Venables as DC. Put this guy in timeout. He needs to really think because now this is what I mean by a fair weather fandom. You say crazy stuff out of the side of your neck that doesn't make sense. Why would Brent Venables in this day and age as a head coach in the SEC at Oklahoma at a prestigious school that's going to pay top dollar to keep him as a head coach who just left Clemson as a defensive coordinator, 3-4 years removed? Why would he come to Alabama and be a defensive coordinator? He's just as proven as every other head coach on the landscape right now. Only other coach that's out like overproven or has solidified himself right now on the landscape is Kirby Smart. Everybody else on his landscape is still trying to prove. Kirby Smart is not even in first place right now. Kirby Smart is the best second place coach ever because he still ain't assumed the position Coach Saban has. He's still dropping big games. He hasn't really just caused the game of college football to change because of what his team puts on the field. Everybody in college football is still adjusting to what Alabama did for 15 years. Everybody in college football, every team. So there is no benchmark to aim for. Somebody has to set one. Somebody has to set a new standard. Somebody but Ron G in timeout. He need to go look at that window. Ron G, you a Bama fan? Put that man in timeout for 30 seconds. He need 30 seconds. That man said Brett Venables as a DC. I just want him to think a little bit better. It ain't because he ain't agreeing with me. Hey, I'm just saying it got to make sense when you having these arguments, man. Exactly, Jamal. They talking crazy. Brett Venables? Come on, man. Come on. At Indiana, DeBoer was OC. Yeah, DeBoer was OC. Sheridan, I think Sheridan wasn't even a tight end coach. I think Nick Sheridan was like the QB, the QB assistant, a QB. Like he wasn't even like because I think Sheridan got his tight end coach I think he was the tight ends coach at Washington. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was the tight end coach at Washington. But I want y'all to think about some of the stuff that's being said. I want y'all to think. I just want y'all to think about some of the stuff that's being said that some of y'all, I'm not going to say everybody, some of y'all are going to these channels and I see y'all get caught up in the Kool-Aid and y'all start agreeing with these folks. So
we look at the market right now, like my guy say, what is a good OC in DC? I think if you could stay in the top 25 of all your major efficiency statistics, and everybody keep talking about efficiency stats, I'm talking about third down conversion rate. Inconsistent as it was, we weren't in the bottom half of the country. I'm talking about yards per carry, right? As crazy as the volume was for our running backs, our yards per carry is right up there. I think we're at 5.8. It's maybe like 15 teams who actually run the ball 40 plus times a game that are going to have a better yard per carry average than us, right? And then I also look at what you're putting on the field. Look at the caliber of player we put on the field this season. A bunch of veterans who were used to one system, and it had a hard time adapting to a new system. And we go 9-3. We're still top 25, top 20. We got almost a 3K passing quarterback, 1,000-yard rusher quarterback, right? You got a true dual threat quarterback, somebody you've never had the opportunity to really divulge and deal with these type of things. So that's part of the debate today. I mean, I know I just went on a tangent. We don't have no schedule for today, but I just want y'all to really think, man. Darrell McKenzie says, give our staff time, Bama Nation. That's what I said. I didn't come into this season believing that I could really truly evaluate. I couldn't evaluate this staff off of 12 games other than what they presented. And if I got to evaluate, if I just look at it from a basic standpoint, 9-3, all I got to do is go and look at the standings, the final SEC standings. I look at the end of the year playoff rankings. You started the year ranked. You end the year ranked. You got 2 bad losses on the road, right? You got 3 losses, all of them on the road. So you showed me a few good things. You can secure home field. You can get players to get up and play, right? So I'm good. KD was the OC at Indiana. I know. Kane Womack's defensive efficiency stats, the best for after the bye week, our defensive efficiency stats were top 5. Even the Oklahoma game, the defense missed tackles and all injuries. You put Justin Jefferson in, you see the defense really play a totally different game. They give the offense 5 extra possessions in the first half, or 3. It was 3 extra possessions in the first half. 5 total extra possessions, and we only mount up 3 points. That's not play calling by the coach. You got 6 drops that game. That's not play calling. You had a touchdown call back. That's not coaching. That's not play calling. Y'all tripping. I want y'all to get on the phone line and explain why y'all want to replace Nick Sheridan or Kane Womack or Kalen DeBoer or this narrative. Oh, do I need to stop? No, I ain't gonna stop the music. I'm gonna let it keep going because it's really keeping me hyped. I got a question for y'all. What's this stupidity around get rid of Freddie Roach? Somebody give me some factual basis about him not being able to develop quality defensive lineman talent. I understand you can say elite, but you don't develop elite as talent. They're elite talent. You don't develop elite talent. Elite talent is what it's going to be. It's going to continue to grow as it continues to get reps. But to develop talent, I look at what Freddie Roach did with Justin DeBoer. This is just last year, right? We're talking about recent stuff that really matters. Justin DeBoer comes back from an injury that could have been career ending. Works with his coaching staff, the guy that recruited him, Freddie Roach, puts himself in position to be the 6th or 7th defensive end off the draft board after having to miss a year and having questions around him. But they look at the technique that was displaying. They look at his play. The 2-gap scheme, really, to me, y'all are tripping on Freddie Roach because he don't get to watch guys really thrive in a I ain't gonna say lazy scheme. 2-gap scheme is not lazy. And it's not easier to play, but it puts bigger guys in better position because that's what the offense knows you're directing. So if you can win one matchup and win half another, you're in a lot of better positions on most of your reps, right? As a defensive line. I think Freddie Roach is doing exactly what he needs to do. When he steps into the room as a defensive line coach, I don't care where he goes in the country,
He's going to have a voice. That's number one. You don't want to lose that recruiting edge. And then I ask again, regardless of what he develops, who we going to go get that's going to recruit like Freddie Roach? Who is recruiting? See, y'all be talking about go get this guy that just got another top end recruit for Clemson or Texas. Go get him to come to Bama and do the same thing. They're not doing that. That's not college football no more. It never was. Because if that was the case, everybody would stop doing what they was doing and come work for Coach Saban. So all you goofies out there that keep talking about calling for these coaches, how? What is your reasoning? What gives you that other than a player missing a tackle like it happens on every other team? That's got nothing to do with coaching or development, bro. You got to understand too. Freddie Roach and the position coaches under Coach Saban didn't necessarily have control over the rotation of players. They didn't have full control of that. Him having control this year, we saw how effective the D-line was. Saw how effective they were. We didn't get to see a lot of guys explode onto the scene because this is the first year where you're trying to figure out who's really going to pick up this new scheme. And you had a lot of two-gap guys. It got beat into their head. Technique, two-gap, holding it up. And a lot of times that got us in bad position early in the season. But look at the guys that started thriving towards the end of the season. Yes, we might lose Damon Payne. It's not official. Yes, we lose Hunter Osborne. But there's some guys, and y'all keep talking about these small guys at the defensive tackle position. Y'all better go pay attention to what Kane Womack is doing. He's not going to get any more slow guys to be wrecking balls in the middle of a defense. You got to have some tenacity. You got to have some speed. Look at London Simmons. Look at Steven Duma, Asai Faga. None of these guys are 6'5", 6'6". You know what happens when you're 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 295, 315 playing defensive tackle? When you blow up a center, one-on-one matchup, you run past the quarterback who's trying to you run past the mesh point, the handoff mesh point, because you wasn't expecting that. You don't naturally have that motor. You're expecting to be held up and take on double teams. You got to have defensive tackles, nose guards with motors, guys that's trying to get to the quarterback. And that's what I see. I see the recruiting process. So I like where Freddie Roach to be able to have that range to recruit either style of defensive lineman, outside linebacker, running back, Coach G and Coach Freddie Roach, quarterbacks. Roach is a personality that players connect to. So y'all can be stupid and keep asking for him to get fired. Go ahead and watch how we fall off really in recruiting. Mike Bobo, the Quavers, go. Somebody put him in timeout. What in the world are we talking about? 30-second timeouts. We hand them out like free candy today. Get mad, unsubscribe all you want. Stupidity will not be allotted. Use a little bit of common sense. I don't care if y'all get mad. That is a crazy thought to think that another top coordinator at another school. See, Chip Kelly, y'all looking at the Chip Kelly situation from when he left UCLA. First of all, UCLA not going to pour into their collective. They're not going to pour into their boosters. They want to still do everything under the table, blue chip style. They want to do it their way. They feel like they got to sneak around and do it. Chip Kelly don't have control of that program. He don't have control of the direction. So guess what? I'm going to take the next best opportunity. Ohio State said, we're not only going to pay you the same, we want you to be in line to take the job if Ryan Day don't freaking cash out with this $18 million doggone recruiting class we just bought. So they hire another head coach to come and basically play like an offensive coordinator for a year. They pay him to play like an offense to act like an offensive coordinator in hopes that Ryan Day go ahead and freaking blows it. So I expect Tennessee to win the first round, and we see the Ryan Day saga, the Ryan Day exit soon after. And Bobo is horrible. Exactly, Jeremiah. Some of these people that I can tell y'all go and watch the Bama Standard. No shade at the Bama Standard, but I could tell y'all go and watch the Bama Standard channel. I could tell. Craziness, like some of the logic, man. I just can't get with it. I'm sorry. We can't stop the run. What you mean you can't stop the run? If the team got to run the ball on me 50 times, 40 times to have success, and they end up with less than 100 passing yards, we did our job. 40 yards. Somebody right now, take 220 and divide it by 40. 220 divided by 40. Give me your number, right? It should be something like 5.3, right? 5.3, 5.1, something like that. Whatever that number is, 5.1. So you're telling me that on average, and this is on average, because you look at that Oklahoma game, it was a lot of 3 yard. We had more tackles with 3 yards for 3 yards or less than we had missed tackles for 3 yards or less. I mean, we had more tackles. We had more missed tackles for 3 yards or less than we had tackles made for 3 yards or less. But we had 0 missed tackles at the second level. So if we're stopping guys anywhere from 4 to 7 yards every 6-7 carries, you're putting yourself in position every iteration of downs to give your offense a chance to get back on the field. What I will say, what y'all keep forgetting to keep looking past is, it ain't that we can't stop the run. You got to make tackles. We can't stop the run in points because guys aren't finishing tackles. That's not on coaching. That's not on the play calling. That's not on the scheme. That's a player got to do their job. Coach DeBoer can't keep this up. Look at Ole Miss with Lane Kiffin dominating the transfer portal. Kalen DeBoer didn't do anything. What the freak? Hey, how about this? Calm down, Mason, and get your panties out of bunch. Why? This is my argument, and I'm gonna stay on this one for a second. Kalen DeBoer with the Fresno State, no transfer portal, took a 4-win team. They go 3-3 with a short season. They were on pace to win 6 games that season. They get a short season, 3-3. They turn around next season, they win 10 games. He shows up to Washington. No portal. 4 players out the portal. 4 players out the portal first year at Washington. Shows up to Washington. They 10-2. Shows up the next year, they're in the national championship. The only other game that they lost after losing their conference championship game the season before was the national championship game. He developed talent on roster. And y'all want him to go in the portal and chase names for what? He has all we see the recruiting, we see the talent on roster. If he was able to develop talent at Fresno State, develop talent at Washington, you don't think he could develop talent at Alabama? Make it make sense, Mason. He don't need to go to the portal like Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin is 1 deep right now. For the past few years, they've been 1 deep. Ole Miss, Mississippi State, they pop in the mix every now and then. Tennessee for the longest 1 deep. Arkansas 1 deep. All these teams that look hot at the beginning of the season, Kentucky 1 deep. They're the ones having to go to the portal because their 1 deeps are going to the league. They took 3 years to develop. Now it's shortened. You only getting 2 years to develop, and then they're going to the portal. They're going to the league. We don't have that problem at Alabama. So why should Kalen DeBoer in his first year, his first full season as a head coach, give up on his ability to develop and take away his staff's ability to recruit quality developmental players or players that are day one ready or could be developing into day one players early on? Why would he evade that whole process just to try to keep up with media headlines and Lane Kiffin, who ain't cutting those 7-figure deals for not one player? Y'all, media agenda. That's what they gonna teach you. That's what they want you to believe. They push this lie that Kalen DeBoer is not doing anything. But why are we not giving him credit for developing all those other rosters he was a head coach of? And what has Ole Miss done since dominating the portal? Have they won a national championship since 2021 or 2021 when the portal got? Or 2018? Was it 2018 or 2019? I can't remember. Has Lane won a national championship with this method? It's getting better. NIL has helped him. But has he won a national championship? What portal loaded team has won a national championship since the portal era? Michigan didn't do it with a portal team. They recruited those guys. They developed those guys. Courtney Morgan was a part of that process. A 3-year turnaround for Michigan from the time Morgan got there to when we saw Michigan in playoff contention and playing for a national championship. Courtney Morgan was in charge of that whole process. We don't need Lawson back. I'm starting to get aggravated looking at some of the comments. I ain't gonna lie. Coach Smook Network, look at Ravens team when they got Derrick Henry. It helped Lamar Jackson passing and running. If we can get a true number one run back pair with the dual threat QB, boy, we win an Natty. Not even that for this season, but transitioning forward, we have to be more efficient in our vertical pass concept. I saw play calling, and I've been talking to my guy, man. We got some big announcements coming up for 2025. We taking over every platform, Coach Smook Network. People said our running backs don't run the ball, but Dylan Johnson last year in Washington, he averaged 5.1 yards per carry. Jam Miller this year, 4 yards per carry. Come on, y'all, just tripping. And then Jamal, go look at what Richard Young averaged with an injury plagued season as the third back. Go look at what his averages was in games where he got to carry the ball 3 or 4 times in meaningful in game time early in the season. I think Richard Young was actually like a 5.6, a 5.7. Bro, y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping. Let me get into these comments before I open the phone line. Honestly, though, why are we running throwback tight end screens with 255, 270 tight ends? That's what I'm questioning about Sheridan. Because you have super athletic tight ends. Brock Bowers weighed 245, 250. Josh Cuevas weighs what? 245, 250. CJ Dupree clearly has some crazy athleticism. Robbie Oots. You're talking about both of those guys, former basketball players. Dylan, what do you watch when you watch Alabama play? Do you just watch where the ball goes, or do you like watch the field? And I'm not taking no shots. I want to ask, when y'all watch football, are y'all just watching? Are y'all just following the ball, right? Because I see different things because I'm not just watching the ball. I'll know we in second and passing, and or second and probable passing, and I won't ever look at what's happened at the quarterback position. I'm either gonna watch the trenches, or I'm gonna watch what's happening in the secondary. And it's a lot of times in this offense where the O-line was struggling and CJ Dupree was cooking 8-9 yards down the field. All he needed was one more second. All the quarterback needed was one more second to get through that progression. But because our left tackle or our right tackle was struggling, he got to step up in the pocket. He got to make an extra move, extend the play, then make a play. I don't know. Why would we want Lawson back? And there's no shade. The young man he's not going to he's peaked at the college level. You know what's good about the NFL? In the NFL, you can adjust on the fly, and you expect professionals to adjust on the fly because they have all week to do what you're asking them to do. That's their job. College players, they don't have that luxury. Whether they're online or in the classroom, they have classwork, right? They're limited by the NCAA or as far as interaction and time with the coaches and all that stuff in the offseason. Y'all got to look at this from a realistic standpoint. Everybody talk about I got my Bama goggles on. No, it's real. This is real. This is a process. Golly. Nah, you ain't being stupid with the running back comments, man. Bama making, but Lane Kiffin must have done something right or special to grab those key players so easily. How do you consider these players key players, bro? How do you consider these players key players? I don't see not one. I don't see a wide receiver one leaving Oregon to go to Ole Miss. A lot of this is projection, all this hype around these players, what they could have been if they would have stayed. Nothing proven. Just like Marquise Mays, shout out to Marquise Mays. He made the best comment when it came to this portal stuff. Alabama portal entries. Go look at the portal roster. That's what I call it, the portal roster. And who left that really made an impact. Even as much as I love Mbakwe and I knew what his agenda was, I told y'all what it was when it was announced. Y'all didn't want to listen to me though. Still have people talking crazy about that. What player? What? I can't even get y'all to see. It's so simple. It's so simple. What coaching staff, what player wants to continuously change sceneries and chance developing a new guy or having to, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's why Lane Kiffin has to go to the portal. He's not going to develop anything. He's not going to develop anything. And if he can get somebody else to pay the ticket, he's going to do it. That's what Lane Kiffin doing. He's not doing nothing special. He letting them pay the ticket. If it don't work out, it ain't nothing out of his pocket. They still gonna give him his money. Exactly, Jay. That dude said Mike Bobo. For real. He said, go get Mike Bobo as an offensive coordinator. Georgia fans, if there were Georgia fans in here, if you're a Georgia fan watching and you see this comment, I guarantee you probably
support in that comment. Go get Mike Bobo. Come on, man. Y'all tripping. Let me try to catch up with these comments. Y'all running it up today. And then I got to pull this up too. I'm about to get this phone line open here in about 3 minutes. Let me go through a comment section. We don't have a schedule, so we just kind of dialoguing. And I want to get into some arguments today. I'm very confrontational right now because I felt like I was at peace with everybody being, spitting out all this stupidity. And help me find a better word. Stupidity is very harsh, right? That's a harsh word. Stupid, that's a harsh word. So help me find a better word, y'all. Where's my big wordologist? Where's he at? Where's Paul at? He about to get fired on his second day at work. Hey, we got 143 in the chat. Y'all run them likes up. We got 53 likes in the chat. I'm not saying nothing else about. I'm not giving no information out about this portal stuff. This actual portal screenshot. I'm not saying nothing about it until y'all get these likes up. So and the likes are free. I don't even want super chats on this stream. I just want the likes. Can y'all like the stream for you, boy? I'm asking you. I'm begging for likes. I'll beg for the likes. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care to beg for the super chats. I beg for them likes. Next King. I'm not gonna lie, Next King. I'm gonna give you a minute of my time right now. I don't like the fact that you feel like you could be like my personal advisor on approaching things. Like, bro, I don't like it. You got to communicate better. If you trying to support me, you got to communicate better. I don't like the energy you be trying to bring. Like even the other day, you telling me how to move, bro. I'm a lion, dog. A lion only quiet when he's stalking. A lion ain't never quiet when he hunting. He is never quiet when he's hunting. You gonna hear him coming, and you can say whatever you want. You can set up whatever trap. But if that lion want that prey, if he want that zebra, he want that wildebeest, he gonna go get it. No matter what you do to try to stop him. So I don't need to move in silence. I don't need to be quiet about what the plans is for Coach Smook Network. You can literally sit in here and read my transcript or my plan, my vision, and try to do it. But because it's made for me and it was set up for me, it ain't gonna work for you. You might have a moment. Enjoy it. That's just me. Yeah, appreciate you, Andy. Appreciate you, Andy, for liking the stream. Begged you, man. Appreciate that, Fred. Everybody dropping the likes, man. What's up, Bama King? Coach Smook Network, who do you think BQB want? I ain't having that conversation again. You missed that explanation. Hey, you better tell him, Doug. Ain't too proud to big for a like. Boy, I just about strip for a like, y'all. I just about do it. Just for a like, for that thumbs up. I just about do it. So, ladies, if you want, no, I'm just let me stop. Let me stop. But appreciate y'all for getting us to 75 likes on the stream. Thank y'all. That's the new goal now. We've killed 50. We're moving it up 25 every time we hit it. We've done 50 for 2 weeks straight. I went past the goal because I felt like I was gonna lose some followers for some harsh stuff I said to some other creators and thoughts on other. I thought I was gonna lose some followers, so I was like, let me gauge it. Let me keep it at 50. But y'all liking it, so. Y'all like it authentic, so I'm gonna keep on pushing it, y'all. And y'all, I think y'all are enjoying some of the collabs that we're getting on the channel too. You're starting to see different faces, not some of the I ain't gonna say man, some of the usuals. We're starting to see a lot of different faces show up on the Coach Smook Network. So I'm enjoying it. Y'all enjoying it? Yeah. You was number 76, D-Wade. You raggedy joker. Ashley, there go my shrimp, y'all. My little sister out here doing love your work, Mr. Moore. I appreciate you, and I love that profile picture. Even though I don't do troll troll pictures, if you gonna have one, get Uncle Barack on there. Get Uncle Barack. I won't say he was the best president ever. He was just my favorite. Okay, all right. But y'all, let's get this phone line open. 334-625-1121. The phone line is open. Coach Smook Calling Show. We've talked about a lot of things. I just went on a rant. We talked about Nick Sheridan. They wanted Nick Sheridan fired. I kind of took my stance on while Kalen DeBoer is doing a great job, and the Freddie Roach nonsense. For all of you Twitter folks, and I'm gonna go to Twitter. I want y'all, if y'all on Twitter right now, I want y'all to help me find some Twitter posts addressing Freddie Roach, and start posting those links. All my mods, not everybody. I just want mods. If I can get 2 mods to go to Twitter right now
and pull up some of those Freddie Roach tags and at me right now. I'm gonna pull up Twitter while we get on the phone line. First phone call on the line. Here we go.
Call from
Rico. Put me in the game, coach.
Yo, Rico, what's up, man? You in the game? Talk to me, man.
What's up? How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. How you feeling, brother?
Hey, man, I'm a lot better than I was. You know how I was about a few weeks ago.
Yeah, man. You sound better. I'm glad to hear that, my boy, for real. You know, I pray for my community. It's a lot of y'all that's been in the prayer room over the past few weeks or the month or so, and we've kind of been having to, you know, we've been busy. Holidays has been coming up, but I'm telling y'all, if y'all tapping into that prayer room on the Discord, man, I can speak for myself and others because we've actually been on phone calls and we've stopped and we've said, you know, we've prayed for members in our community. So Rico, know that you've been up in our prayers with you know, your health issues, and I'm glad to hear that you're doing better, man. So I'm glad to have you on the line. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, man. So what? First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize ahead of time that I ain't finna be fair weather right now.
Hey, see, this the platform you don't got to apologize for not being fair weather. You know, this we don't want the fair weather, but my thing is this: I haven't even been going at Fairweather Fans, bro. It's just this idea that people have been carrying around, and we got the phone lines buzzing, Rico. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and spit yours. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do what you got to do because we're gonna have to tighten up. The phone line is buzzing, bro. Go ahead, Rico.
I don't understand why these people have a problem with coaches. It's like I said before the season even started. I said it's gonna boil down. How the season gonna go is gonna boil down to execution.
Mm-hmm.
The coaches can draw up the perfect game plan. Day in and day out. If the players don't execute right, or if they got janked up attitudes and all that stuff, and I ain't gonna name no names, but it's a few people that got reported that needed to be gone because they was part of the problem. But I'm not, like I said, I ain't naming no names. But it's like that. It's the execution. It was the execution. That's the name of the game. No coach that Alabama got needs to go. They've been doing an excellent job, especially in recruiting. I mean, from Freddie Roach on down. I mean, actually from Coach DeBoer on down. You know, on down to the analysts. Everybody been doing a excellent job, in my opinion. And you know, and I'm no expert. I'm no X's and O's guy.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I pay attention to a lot of stuff, and I just know that they've been doing a good job. They've been doing a good job. I actually agree with you, Coach.
Right.
I smell.
I'm not saying this is the best coaching job I've seen, but it's right. A pretty darn good one. Like for us to be where we were last year, Coach Saban, that last 3 years on Coach Saban, I was feeling a little fair weather myself. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't what he allowed us to experience. And then I slowed down in probably 2021, right after COVID. As a matter of fact, it was after COVID year. The first year of NILs when I actually slowed down and I started listening to how Coach Saban started doing interviews. Go back. Go look at 2019 interview and look at a 2021 interview. And look at Coach Saban's more political approach to the media them last 3 years of his career than the first half of his career. Coach Saban saw he was trying to adjust in his own little way in small increments, but that thing was not going to happen at a fast enough rate for him to do it and still keep Alabama at the top. And that's what we saw. That's what we saw. And Rico, before I let you do a closing statement here for the last minute and a half, I want to give a shout out to the YouTube again, giving us another goal. Today we have another super chat goal that they giving us 30 minutes to complete it. I meant to read it to see what it was. I don't be trying to listen, chat. I'm not money hungry content creator out here, all right? So I don't be trying to get y'all to complete these goals just to pad my pockets. I literally look at this notification. It gives me an option. I accidentally hit OK or accept, and it started the goal. So if y'all want to help us achieve this goal in the next 30 minutes, it's asking for 5 teal super chats. So I'm guessing that's the $2 super chats. If y'all want to help us achieve that goal, that would be our 5th goal of the month of December already, and I would greatly appreciate it. But it's not obligated. If you want to super chat, the teal super chats are the way to go today to help us complete that goal. So I really appreciate y'all for supporting. Dougie Fresh popping in with the first one on this stream, man. Appreciate you for helping us reach that goal, man, or get towards that goal 100%, bro. But Rico, final thoughts, man. I'm going to give you a full minute. Over everything. Freddie Roach, Nick Sheridan, Kalen DeBoer. Give me your final thoughts, man.
Everybody just needs to stop tripping and let things, like you were saying, let things play out. I mean, because even if players leave, not the end of the world.
Right.
Because players leave, some of our favorite players leave, we gonna get in some more.
Right.
So we need to stop tripping and just let it play out. And next year we gonna see what we got.
Facts.
That's the only thing we can do, because we can't control nothing. But with that being said, I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. So roll Tide, roll.
Yes, sir, Rico. Appreciate you for calling in as always, man. And you enjoy the rest of your day, brother.
All right, now.
Yes, sir. My boy Rico calling in, bringing it. He said he want to apologize for not being fair weather. So if y'all expect him to call in and have a debate and go, it don't make sense. Where is the sense in moving anything right now this season? Make it make sense for me. That's all I'm asking. 843, you on the line.
Call from
Tobias.
to accept.
Yo, 843, you on the line. What's your name again?
Hey, this is Tobias out of Phoenix, Arizona. How's it going, Coach?
I'm doing good, man. You said Tobias?
Yeah, Tobias. Yeah, we follow each other on Twitter.
Okay.
X or whatever. Yeah, I want T Smitty 3000. Yes, I get critical at times, but hey, I call it what it is, right?
Facts.
And I'll say this, right? People there's Saban fans and there's Alabama fans. And folks got to understand, Nick Saban wasn't the same thing, look at it the same way as he did earlier. He wasn't cussing players out for no reason and stuff. And everybody talking about bad culture. If the culture's bad, coach, why are all these players playing the bowl game? The Citrus Outback Bowl. Here's the thing, right? And I'll say, you're talking about the portal, right? The reason Lane Kiffin's a portal came because he's too damn lazy to recruit. And the problem with the portal is you got to replace those 30, 40 people a year every year, and it negatively hurts recruiting because a young player you may bring in, like, oh, he was a portal guy over me anyway. And I just think that these guys got to understand Bama's roster is full. They ain't got that many spots open because most of these players aren't even leaving, you know?
And you know what, Tobias, I'm going to ask you this question. Why would I, if I'm trying to build a solid culture and I got players, young players or players that's been there that's saying, Coach, I understand I didn't get to do it this year, but I'm gonna stick it out just in case you need me. Like, that's basically what these players are doing at this point. I'm going to stick it out just in case you need me, but because I care more about my personal development and what I can contribute more than what I can get out of it, right? And you have a solid roster of that type of personality. You went through a season trying to instill that mindset, that culture in your locker room. Why do I jump in the portal and I say, I'm gonna go get me another defensive tackle because these two young guys, I ain't seen them do nothing, but I'm gonna just go get defensive tackle because that's what everybody's saying I need. Or this top wide receiver jumped in. Let's try to get him at Alabama because he's a top wide receiver and we're supposed to have the top players at our school. How many top players are leaving now? You get what I'm saying? Quote unquote top players. So why would we go and risk the same process when we got a developer, a coach that's more invested in development than anything?
Yes, and you know this because Alabama, the Georgias of the world, even Ohio State, I think they went all in this year, but they usually been recruit and developed. Because I think people got to understand, you can't stack teams anymore. There will be no more Quentin Williams sitting down for 3 years waiting his turn.
Never.
It's not going to work. But it's not going to work that way. But everybody want to fire Freddie Roach, who are you going to get? This guy has so many ties to recruits. If you do that now, these players are going to leave.
Hey,
you know
what, Tobias, I'm gonna tell you who we're gonna go get. This is what your Saban era Bama fans and these people that really don't understand how college football works or process, never really paid attention to the process. This is what they say. We need to go get Bo Davis.
He's at LSU making great money right now. He left. If he wanted to stay, he would have stayed. He went to Texas, went to LSU. You ain't getting him.
You're not getting him. If he left Texas and he's going to LSU, just from a marketing standpoint, from a financial standpoint, we see that Alabama is not in his horizon. So why would he come now? Unless he get a head coaching job, and we know Kalen DeBoer is not getting unseated as a head. That's one thing. For all you fans that saying Kalen DeBoer ain't ready, one thing with the collective, the boosters, everybody's bought into Kalen DeBoer. The ones that matter are bought into Kalen DeBoer. You, the fans, maybe not be, but everybody that matters, the money, where the money sits, they are bought in.
I believe, because I live in Phoenix, right? So we get a lot of the West Coast at prime time, right? And I was like, who the heck is this Kalen DeBoer guy? The guy won at Fresno State. Washington won there. And mind you, he's undefeated against Sark, Lanning, and Kirby now. But people got to understand, it was either him or Norvell, because the other guys ain't leaving a spot. You ain't leaving Texas or Oregon.
It wasn't even Norvell. Man, let me tell you. When we were forced, and I'm gonna expose, it's kind of like a exposing moment. Yeah. When we were forced to talk about Mike Norvell on Bama Football on YouTube, and I had to go and create an argument for us possibly targeting him. This is a point, I haven't made any real connections to the program. I'm just looking at traditionally what Alabama as a university brought in. Mike Norvell would not be a head coach. We'll be dealing with another Price situation, Joey Kahn situation, like that. Joey Kahn came in, did that one game, moved on about his business. Price came in, we suffered. I guarantee you, a Norvell move and the staff. I mean, the boosters and people who made decisions, they weren't even looking at Tallahassee. They looked at how that fire was developing down there. You don't bring that to T-Town. We don't have the assets and the means to rebound from it like Florida does.
Hey, Coach, I'll say these two things. Thanks for calling them out. But I remember folks cried about Greg Byrne hiring Nate Oates. Like, he's up there. He don't know this stuff. And guess what? He has one of the top 5 programs in the country now. Kalen DeBoer, we've seen his track record. And the man can recruit. His staff can recruit. And you're seeing it right there, and guys believing in him. But I will say this. Yeah, I've been a Jalen Milroe critic, but this is where Kalen DeBoer's leadership comes in. He did not say, we're going to put this guy on the bench. I'm going to put somebody that starts my system. I'm going to eat it this year. Hell or high water with this guy, because he did do a good job in Jalen Milroe and keep it. And you get SEC titles despite limitations. So you can't just come in day one in the transfer portal area and say, yeah, we're going to put this other guy in because this guy don't fit my system. They did the best they could. They still got 9 wins in a rocky season. And so I think that right there helped galvanize this team as well. And I really think that he did a good job of that as well. I got to give him credit on that too.
Facts. And close the statement, because the line is blowing up, bro. I haven't seen this like this probably since I left, since I got fired from the other channel. So
you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
Look, but you absolutely correct, man. And I'm glad that is more people are getting confident to speak up. I know a lot of people didn't know the platform was here for a while, and they're getting exposed to it, and they're hearing the message. And I'm not attacking anybody. I'm attacking the mindset that we are owed something from a coach that's proven himself already. Like Coach Kalen DeBoer is a proven winning coach. 100+ games at the D1 level, at the college level, 100+ games, and almost a 90% winning record. I think he was sitting at 84% coming into this season. You come in, you go 9-3. Like, what more do we expect? You up your competition and you maintain a similar production, year one production value. As a matter of fact, to me, let's be honest. If you look at first year stops everywhere he's went, level of level of competition and what you have to work with, Kalen DeBoer was in just as many games this year against a tougher schedule, the same as Coach Saban and his experienced staff and all those heavy hitters on their staff last year. with a strength of schedule that almost kept us out of the playoff talks if we had lost another game.
Hey, but thanks for taking my call. I know you got other people on, and I'm able to listen live because, my time difference. But when I do, I'll chime back in, man. Keep doing the good work.
100%, man. I appreciate you for calling in, Tobias. And you could call in on the Coach Smook Network anytime we there, man. Get in the game, my boy.
All right, no problem.
Yes, sir. Roll Tide, man. All right, y'all. We got the phone lines. It's back open. It's back open. Talk your talk. 334-625-1121. Coach Smook, call in. Get in the game. Say your name and put me in the game, Coach. Get everybody popped on the line, y'all. We already done hit an hour. I was supposed to do my hour break, but we done hit an hour. It's all good. We got 87 likes on the stream. Make sure y'all continue to run it up. We got two of those super chats. We got 17 minutes to finish it. So if y'all want to help complete that goal, keep running it up. Shout out to Dougie Fresh and Wade's World for contributing to the goal. We got another call on the line, 205. Let's see who it is.
Call from.
Put me in the game, Smook.
Yo, Jordan, what's up, man? You in the game? Talk to me, my guy.
This is Zay. What's up, Smook? How you doing?
Oh, wait. I thought it said Jordan. You and Jordan. See, y'all be on the right. You're on the phone like this. You hear what I'm saying? That's how it sounds. So I thought it said Jordan. I thought it was Jordan. Y'all got the same tone. But what's up, Zay? Coach Zay in the building, y'all.
How much? Battle in the cold, my guy. Battle in the cold.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I told y'all that this weather was gonna act up on y'all and catch some of y'all slipping because it got real cold. The past 2 weeks, it was real cold. I said, don't do it yet. They do that to us. This south weather do it to us every year. They get in December and it start feeling like April for a week.
So do.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to come in and talk about in your chat, man, the coaching firing, the transfer portal talks, man. Just want to ask the chat, if we fire a coach, like half of these teams that y'all are wanting to go after, they want our coordinators. They want our coaches.
Mm.
So do you want to see Nick Sheridan at another team having to go up against him? No, you don't. It's only year one. We went 9-3. Our only losses are on the road in tough environments. I don't care nobody say Vandy went and played a bunch of teams tough at home this year. Did we not see what they did against Texas, a team that's in the playoffs? Oklahoma's a tough game to play at night, and then we played Tennessee at night. So we're wanting to come for all these coaches' heads. Y'all do not want to see these coaches at different schools. Give them time to be able to sit in and be able to work, man. It's only been year one and we went 9-3. Imagine what we do next year. Transfer portal. Think of like I want to say Rico just said it the last call in. He said, we're full. Our team's full. Look at Isaiah Bond last year. Imagine where would he be in this offense this year? He wouldn't be our number one guy. It'd be Ryan Williams.
Yeah,
he made a business decision. Justice Haynes, he left because I'm being honest with you, and you know this is true too, Smook. I love Justice, but where's he gonna fit in next year with Richard Young healthy?
Hey, you know what? And I told you about this. Me and you had this conversation personally. I had to see Justice turn the corner, and he didn't commit to turning that corner, and it showed.
He did not.
It showed, and it doesn't say he's not good or he's not going to be good. He didn't commit to turning that corner as far as committing to what the design of the play was, and that affected his production. I believe if Justice Haynes runs hard as Jam Miller, we're running the ball a lot more. We're forcing Jalen to hand it off. But when you got Jam Miller, the only one being consistent in his delivery in the run game, you got to spread it out. And in those moments, Jalen would be the answer to the run game.
100%.
So Justice really set itself up for what ended up happening with his career. Shout out to D Wade and Wade's World. My fault. I keep calling him D Wade because I know my brother. But shout out to Wade and Jarvis for the $4.99 super chats and becoming the first co-sponsors on today's stream, man. I appreciate y'all. And then also in the on the goal here, we got, so it's adding. So if you super chat more than the $2.99, it's actually going towards the goal. That's what's up. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, teal or better. So I got to change that super chat. But yeah, Zay, you absolutely you right on top of it when you're talking about where do we go and get something if we're going to replace, if we're going to get rid of something, how do we replace it? How do we not go backwards from 9-3? Is what I want to ask the ones that say coaches need to be replaced. And when you talk about how we don't go backwards, who do you bring on staff to do that? And when you say who you bring on staff to do that, how do you go and get them? And I'm gonna tell you right now, Zay, you start trying to initiate that plan after the Michigan game. You start having these coaches. If these coaches listen to some of this stupidity, right? What was my word? I need my chat to find that word for me. Find my word other than stupidity. Find my word. But once you get past all of this, if the staff and this collective and the boosters and everybody that make the decisions, listen to the fan base, and they get rid of Nick Sheridan, they get rid of Kane Womack, they get rid of Freddie Roach, they bring in, they go out. Who they gonna get? Who are they gonna be able to convince? They can't even convince the money movers to open their pockets for the players the product that they put on the field. You think they're gonna open their pockets to pay for what's happening off the field? Like they can't even see past what's on the field. You think they're gonna really open their eyes and see what's happening in the locker room and in the booth and in the meeting rooms?
Exactly.
They're not.
And this hate on DeBoer is so fake. It's so forced, man. Imagine if Nick Saban would have came back this year and went 9-3. Do you think any fan out there is calling for Nick Saban's job?
None of them.
No.
None of them. Or you know what the narrative is? You know what the narrative is? If Nick Saban goes 9-3 and misses the playoffs this year, he might be losing it. We still got to go.
Yeah.
Like you would be arguing up and down. We 9-3. You acting like we 2-10. We just went 9-3.
Exactly.
We'll be back. Why we can't be back? We ain't been back since 2020, dog. So what has changed?
6 and 6. We went 6 and 6.
Come on, dog.
What are we talking about? We had to we're not a 9-3 team. I was in the Discord chat with somebody the other day, and I remember you hopped in the call. I told the guy, you over here arguing about, you said this was a mediocre season. What is mediocre about 9-3? Ole Miss went 9-3, and that was a good season for them. Auburn didn't even get to 500, and we talked about a mediocre season. Like if we talking about mediocre, we're talking about Alabama's mediocre, then go be an Auburn fan. If we over here talking about watching mediocrity.
I'm sorry, Zay. I got took out by a comment in the chat, bro. They stupid. I think we've reached the point of our stream where we start our ignorance starts to pop out as a AAA family, and they caught Rich slipping, bro. When we was talking about justice a minute ago, I guess he made this comment when he said Rich B says my old ass hits the hole harder than Haynes. I'm sorry. Because I'm trying to catch up with comments. I don't ever want the chat to feel like I'm disengaged. Like that's what my content, me being a content creator, even as a gamer, Zay, you remember I was always dialed in with talking to the chat. So I don't ever want y'all to feel like I'm ignoring y'all, but it's a lot of y'all chatting right now. I'm not used to a 34 chat rate on my stream, on a regular stream. So keep on running it up. I'm gonna get to the comments. But yeah, Zay, final thoughts, man. You've been saying some good stuff. We want to get these phone lines open because we got about 45 minutes on the show, bro.
You cool. And like I tell you, that's what makes you different from other streamers, your engagement, man. You go into these other YouTube streams, TikTok streams, man, and they don't communicate with their community. So the fact that you're so involved with your community, and on top of the fact that you know what you're talking about, football and Alabama wise and football in general, is what makes you so entertaining. So that's all I got, bro.
I appreciate that.
I saw those chats, and I was like, man, I had to come and say something.
100%, Zay. And if that's all you got, man, roll tide, my boy. And y'all, for everybody that don't know who's on the phone, if you want any information on where the Coach Smook Gaming, right? Because we just cranked up the Coach Smook Gaming page, and Coach Zay, his face will be on that page a lot. Get used to seeing it. He's one of our my I want to say prodigies. This is my little brother. He's one of my prodigies, and I'm trying to help him shape his form of content and create a good platform for him. So when y'all see his Twitch go live, if y'all like watching the game and stuff, even if you don't, go through and show some support, share it for him. It might be one of your friends that like it, but y'all show some love for our very own Coach Smook Network, our first and our captain of our game, our esports team, Coach Zay, man. Coach Zay, appreciate you calling in, man. And you already know how we get down, bro.
Sure, man. Take care.
You too, man. That's my boy, man. That's Zay. Look, new dad and everything. Shouts out to him, man. If y'all aren't in the Discord, I think the baby boy was born. Did he have a boy or girl? Let me go look. B-Day channel. Yeah, he had a baby boy November 26th. So we coming up on the four week baby month old. Shout out
Call
to
from Zach Willie. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You in the game, bro? You got 4 people calling in before you. You know this a hot show. What's up, Zach?
Man, I was like, I had to call 4 times to get on the line.
Look, Zach, I'm seeing your name pop up in the queue and it's getting sent to voicemail because somebody. I'm like, dang, Zach getting sent to the voicemail. We doing something. And see, a lot of people would be offended, but I'm excited. That lets me know that we're growing. But I know you're going. I know you're excited. I will never question Zach's support for the Coach Smook Network ever again, y'all. I won't ever do that again. I thought I was about to get jumped. And I didn't even question it. I was just asking, was he good? He was like, you crazy? What do you mean? Am I good? Am I with you? So, Zach, talk to us, man. Your thoughts on all the topics we've been going over today. Really, basically, we've been kind of stuck on this thing about, Coach Sheridan, Kane Womack, Freddie Roach, Kalen DeBoer. A lot of the fan base calling for coaches to be replaced. A lot of people, saying that Kalen DeBoer is not fit for the job. All these things. Give me your thoughts, Zach, and really, just really go in. You got a few minutes, so just go in for me.
All right. Do y'all not realize how dangerous the staff really is? I mean, come on. Did y'all not see this staff just recruit the number 2 recruiting class in college football this last cycle? Come on now. I mean, yes, any coach under any team, they could be the best coach ever. And they're still going to have that first season, still going to be that rebuild season where everybody's learning the offense, his style.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches figuring out players are figuring out coaches, what works, what don't work. And you also got to understand, Coach, like you said, I think it was yesterday on the show yesterday morning, Coach DeBoer ain't used to just plugging holes. He's used to like changing a whole scheme and taking a losing team and creating a winning program. He ain't used to taking a winning program and winning and taking it to winning a national championship. And I mean, he did it at the NAIA level, but it's not the SEC. It's not D1 college football. You're not, at that time, you wasn't playing the kind of quality of competition that you are now.
Right.
And so, I mean, it's been what, 15, 20 years since he done it. So, I mean, it's going to it took him a minute, to get his feet under him, again. And so, I mean, I only see us moving forward, and, next season's going to be a better season for us. We're going to improve. We're improving, and we're we're getting players that we need for his system. So, I mean, and like one of the callers earlier said, we don't have room for players, so when you don't have room for players, you got to make room, and sometimes you have to, let players go that, are good players, and talented, but, just didn't produce the way you think they would, whether it's lack of production from a scheme standpoint or them not doing what they needed to do in practice to get the reps that they needed, or whatever the case may be. We just, you got to let people go.
100%, Zach. 100%, Zach. And I want to jump in real quick because we're coming up. I got a countdown. I was trying to put the poll in, and I got the countdown timer. I guess we're coming up on the end of this goal right here. We got 3 out of the 5 super chats that we need. So it's at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So we got 2 minutes, 30 seconds. If y'all want to help complete that goal, y'all make sure y'all go up. But also go check out the poll in the chat. Nicest replacement word for the network. We talking about the nicest replacement word for stupidity or stupid. Like, we got to find softer words. So I put 3 options in there. We got buffoonery, we got ridiculousness, and we got bassness. All right, we got bassness as the 3rd option. So if y'all like any one of those options, I think bassness is actually a pretty nice word. Don't y'all think bassness is a pretty solid word? I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to get
I agree with you, Coach.
That's a pretty cool word. If I be like, all of this bassness out here needs to stop. We real Bama fans. No more of that bassness, man.
Right, correct.
And don't forget to run the likes up in the chat. But Zach, final thoughts on this whole situation, man. You said a lot. Final thoughts. What's Alabama look like going forward when year 2 with this same staff? Which I believe, if anything, if we see any moves, it's a interior line, or I mean a exterior lineman assistance move with helping Coach Cap. You might see one of our secondary coaches get poached, right? Because those 2 guys in the secondary, Colin Hitchler and Mo Linquist, are in high demand for the way that they develop, especially the young guys. We saw their development. But if we see a move this offseason, I don't see it being a major move with an OC or DC. It's got to be one of the guys behind them that are qualified to be head coach, OC, DC, and you got a lot of that on our staff. A lot of those guys left similar positions to get this challenge under the belt. And like I said, I've been a firm believer in this staff being good and being a good solid squad, a core, for about 4 years. I give us a max 4 years, 3 to 5 years max, but 4 years. I think we start seeing the 4th year. We'll start seeing like the big pieces of the puzzle start to get plucked away from us. What about you, Zach? Final thoughts.
My final thoughts, and to the people that think we need Ron Grubb doesn't want to be Alabama's OC. If he wanted to be Alabama's OC, he would have stayed and wouldn't have went back to Seattle to the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, he was offered the job when Nick Saban was here. He turned it down. He had the opportunity when he came with Coach DeBoer, and he left for more money. So, and I mean, I have no bad feelings towards Ron Grubb. I wish him, the best of luck in the NFL. But, if he wanted to be here, he would be here,
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I say on that. But Roll Tide, my AAA family, Roll Tide, Coach Smook, love you guys. I'll holler at y'all later.
Already, Zach. Roll Tide, man. Much love, my guy. Y'all, that boy Zach Willie on the line. Y'all know how Zach coming. Y'all, hey, listen, Zach do got a personal line. And y'all, we just hit our goal again. Y'all know, I told y'all, let's do it. Y'all think y'all be testing my gangster because y'all don't think I'll do it. Y'all think I be caring about these ratings and stuff. No, I care about our community engagement. I care about how y'all lucky we got a phone call because I was about to do it.
Call from
This is Rashawn. Put me in the game, Coach.
to accept.
Yo, what's up? You in the game? What was the name again?
Rashawn.
Rayshawn, what's good, bro? I gotta save your number. This the 12th time you done called in, so I'm gonna save it this time. I gotta save.
Man.
I gotta update the phone rosters. But also, before we get into our conversation, Rashawn, I already know. I need everybody. If you want to be, if you plan on continuing to call in and support the Coach Smook Network, because you calling in is not just you calling it, it's actually support in a sense, and it's probably some of the best support we can get. It creates avenues and approach for content creation. So if you want to be on that call list, one, you have to be a member of the channel, right? You want your name, you want priority calling, you have to be a member of the channel. Secondly, I need you to email at Coach Smook Network at gmail.com. And with your phone number and your name based off the YouTube chat, whatever you tap into the chat with, that's the name I need so that I can recognize you so that you can be recognized when you get online. But Ray Sean, what's up, brother? You on the line? Talk to me, man.
Man, you know it's crazy. You got everybody calling in so fast, and they're like, "Hey, I feel like Zach too." I said, "Dang, what's going on here?" I was trying to think, I ain't do that bitch. I ain't seen it gonna be blowing up like that today. I said, "Man," because you surprised me at a talk show today. That threw me off.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Yeah,
man. Okay, man. I got aggravated today. I just off what you were talking about when you were talking about the fans stuff. I was so aggravated at the Freddie Roach situation. That's how mad I was. I said, let me call him. I said, let me get on this chat. That's how mad I was. Because I'm like, okay, let me ask you a question. Everybody talking about what's fine Freddie Roach. This is a big picture nobody asked about. Did Freddie Roach have a defensive coordinator to work with his defensive lineman? Nobody asked that question. Because you telling me what Pete Golden and Kevin Steele was the best of the best? No, that wasn't. He didn't really. I hate to say it, that man wasted his time with them coaches. Freddie Roach could have went somewhere else and thrived somewhere else and still out recruit a lot of people out there. Everybody talking about, we need to get rid of him. He gonna still recruit the same way. You better hope he don't go to Georgia or Texas.
That part.
Because everybody gonna forget it. He gonna go out. He gonna out recruit us if he do go one of those schools. Remember that.
And you know what? It's Freddie Roach is not money hungry, so it will be an easy decision for him. He'll go to where it makes his job easier. He is proven. He wouldn't go nowhere to prove himself. He gonna go somewhere where he's able to continue to do his job at a high rate like he been doing.
Yeah, and I feel like this year is probably. I feel like he felt like he can actually coach the defensive line like he wanted to.
Facts.
It had been some time to like LT Olsen. He came in just in less than a couple of games and stood out. It's a lot of guys in the defensive line stood out this year. It just like I said, like I told for me and you had a conversation before. It just took time for the defense to get adjusted with a new system. I don't know where keep forgetting it's a new system. I feel like you got to be the biggest. Excuse me, I want to say something.
Say it.
You got to be the biggest jackass in the world to think this team is not gonna I'm frustrated. I can't get the words out good.
Listen. Hey, Rashawn, you might have added a new word. You might have added another word to the replacement for stupidity. Jackassness, chat. Can we get jackassness on the list? Would y'all be down with jackassness? We cool with that? But go ahead, man.
It's like it's aggravating because it's like y'all want to fight. Because why every time we get a coach, if we don't do nothing right, we don't do this. Why we want to fire them so bad? Because y'all want to keep firing coach. What's gonna happen? They bring down the virus of Alabama. They keep going down and down and down and down. Everybody not looking at that. You're gonna lose money because you keep firing coaches. We're gonna be just like Auburn in the next couple years. Y'all keep doing this way. Y'all don't realize that. That's why it took Texas. You remember this? Everybody forgetting. That's why it took Texas that long to fire a head coach.
Man,
because they keep firing people.
You see what happened after. See, if we fought, Alabama is on the verge of trying to avoid. And I talked about this when it first happened. Alabama is trying to avoid a Texas post Mac Brown era, right? And what Coach Saban did, he helped Alabama because he didn't just up and leave like Mac did with Texas. Coach Saban sat there through the whole process, stayed a year, double dipping, getting 2, 3, 4 paychecks, whatever he was getting his paychecks from, right? One he was getting from Alabama, and one he was getting from ESPN, whatever. But he wasn't stressed, he was available. These guys were confident in their abilities. That's why we see the change. That's why we see so many players in the portal. They were comfortable with having Saban. A lot of these players probably thought Saban was like, man, you got to play Milroe. Nah. Saban, I believe Saban was in there. Hey, if Miller don't get his act together, you're gonna have to find a way to put some fire on his butt. Find a way to put some pressure on. I guarantee you that's what those conversations was like. It was, and even with Kane Womack, a lot of people they keep talking about some Kane Womack can't make adjustments. Weren't y'all just bragging about him getting and he made a statement before that Vanderbilt game how much access he has to Coach Saban, right? So if he's doing what Coach Saban told him to do, and to be honest, we were getting Coach Saban like results. The last of Coach Saban defense was what we saw against Vanderbilt, right? That's the type of defense we seen when Coach Saban was and Kevin Steele were the last, play calls for the defense. That Vanderbilt product is what we were seeing all last season before the new staff came in. So why do we want to go back again?
Nobody have an answer. Be honest with you, nobody really have an answer for it. They didn't say stuff out loud to get you riled up. Because every time they don't have an answer. Because you ask people on your chat or anything, you ask them right then, what coach you want to bring in? They can't give you a name because they don't know them coaches because they stuck in one team. Let me tell you why. They stuck in one team. You just know Alabama. You don't know these coaches from Texas, Clemson, SMU. I can go. I'm about to name a whole damn college football.
Right. Find one. Even on the staffs that's in the playoffs right now. Find me a coach that can come in and let's be realistic. Let's not just have a wish list.
Give it a history. Give it a history list.
Yeah.
Like tell me what he did at Tell me what he did at Duke. I don't know what he had.
Yeah.
Tell me what he did at. Give me a list. Because nobody, I like when one man argument. That's why people don't like to argue with me because I tell them, give me a whole history of this. But they hate arguing with me because I like to give out good details. If I miss something, hey, I lost the argument. But if you can't give me a full detail about these coaches talking, because you can't even tell me about anything about K Womack, at least with me. You know what I did, Coach? I went out there and looked at K Womack, his interviews. I looked at his defense. I looked at Indiana stuff. I did my research, trying to see what he's trying to do, what kind of guy he is. Well, I seen a video, he from Indiana. He was jumping up, this and that. I said, man, I'm kind of excited for this man.
But you know what's crazy, Rashawn? For everybody that's calling for him, when I was on Bama Football on YouTube and he got the job and we started talking about the same stuff. We need some fire on the sideline. We need a coach with energy. He's been doing that, but now all of a sudden we want to fire him. Why? Because we went 9-3. Because players can't tackle. That's the coach's problem. That is crazy to me. And when you got players being accountable, that's why I will say about our veteran guys. They were saying the right things. We got to play better. We got to tackle better. I'm not understanding. Like Deontay Lawson, in so many words, after that Vanderbilt game, said he was, the game was moving faster than what he was comprehending with the play calls. So you can look at the game and see he started playing within his own ability. Instead of doing what the defense was required for him to do, he started trying to make his own plays. And he wasn't the only one. It's like 9 or 10 players on that side of the ball that game that did that, and it affected the game as a whole.
I can see that. Now looking back at it, now I can see that.
Look at how some of them players was playing, bro.
If you can't go back, look at from the Vanderbilt game to the Tennessee or Vanderbilt to the South Carolina Tennessee game. At South Carolina, I feel like they played a little bit better. They still had some little problems tackling, but you look at the Tennessee game, I feel like they wrapped up better. I don't know. The Tennessee game woke them up. Ever since that Tennessee game, it just went. The defense played a little bit better since the Tennessee game. People said to Georgia, I feel like because Tennessee was our biggest challenge. Because that was to me, I know a lot of people don't like the quarterback from Tennessee, but I was scared of this man. That was a one quarterback out of the whole season I was scared of. Because I know Josh. Then I know what Josh brings too in his offense. You see what happened with 22-2 when Nick Saban had that defense, so-called they say defense we had. Like they love to throw Nick Saban out there, and what Josh did, man, we look like a darn fool out there in 22-2.
A dumpster fire.
And he went. And this man went up there to Tennessee, only gave up 24 points. That's good in college football nowadays because honestly they shouldn't have had 24 points. Let's be honest. They should have had at least 17 points in that game. Am I right, Coach?
Right, you're right.
I mean, come on. I can go back and watch that game. We should have. It's some stuff we should have capitalized, but on offense, but defense saved our butt every time in that game, and nobody won't get that defense credit for that Tennessee game. We can go to Oklahoma. They did a great job. What they did, it just turnover just hurt us. That's all it was. But you can't tell fans that. You can't tell them. We could have honestly, Coach. We could have been. I'm not saying I ain't about to be cocky. I ain't about to be like this one of the fans. Like,
hey, I don't mean to cut you off, Ray Sean. Wrap it up. I gotta put this out. And
go ahead.
Go ahead. Wrap it up. I gotta get you off the line. I'm gonna let you get off the line, and I'm gonna put this out. If y'all don't have people in here right now, tell them to pull up. I might have to go members only. Lord have mercy.
Dang, man. Yeah, man. All I can say is I think the transfer portal and stuff, I think they just trying to get guys what fit their system. I don't think they're gonna go out in a big name. They're gonna get some plug and piece. This like they did this past year. Plug and piece. I don't think they're gonna get no big guy because they trying to develop these guys out here. Because I don't want to lose nobody, other freshmen or sophomores out of the transfer portal. I want to develop, but that's all I got.
100%, Ray Sean. And I'm I don't know if this is. Can I share this publicly? I'm gonna make sure. Ray Sean, I appreciate you for calling in. I don't mean to get disengaged, but I think you're gonna like this little blotter that just came out. I think you're gonna like this. So I'm gonna let you off the line. Appreciate you for calling in and roll tide, my guy.
All right, roll tide.
Yes, sir. Listen, I didn't mean to cut Ray Sean off. I know y'all love to hear me and him dialogue, but I got an email and I'm gonna read this out because there's no public freaking advisory on it that I can't share it. And this is a bold move. This is why I tell y'all to calm down and chill out with how you speaking on the staff, how you speaking on our athletic director, how you speaking on Courtney Morgan and Kalen DeBoer, how you speaking on these players, because as much as y'all don't think, because they not out on see, just like Next King told me, don't be telling everybody your moves. See, sometimes you gotta stalk. He had a point. Sometimes you gotta stalk. And when you stalk, you can't be loud stalking. Sometimes Coach Smook, as different as I look from everybody else, I could be in the midst of an arena, not say nothing, still be noticed, and walk away from that same situation and not be noticed that I've been gone. That's stalking, right? Show up, blend in, leave. That's stalking. That's not necessarily stalking, but that's in a form that's stalking, right? When we're talking about being predators, apex predators in this industry, right? Or in any industry. Sometimes you need to sit back and really evaluate. And then when you start stepping, when you initiate your hunting execution plan, right? You gotta start roaring. You gotta start making some noise. You gotta let the enemy know I'm coming after you. Sometimes you say stuff to force them in a direction that you want them to go in, so that you can catch them slipping. So let me get the likes up to one. Let's get up to 120. Oh, where we at? 106. Let's get up to 110. Let's get up to 110, and I'll go ahead and do this, the breaking news. But this ain't breaking news. This is something that I want y'all to pay attention to. Check this out, y'all. Let me see. I'm gonna pull the email up. Bump it. Say what you want. I think this is public information. I don't think this should be an email. I think this one right here is the one you come out from behind the podium. You get behind the podium. And you share this, you talk to your fan base and your supporters with this message right here. Let me screenshot. Here y'all go. It's what y'all been waiting on, right? Hold on. I got you. Calm down. It's a coming. Why is it not? Oh, that's why. I'm pushing the wrong keys. All right, I'm on the wrong keyboard. All right, so check this out, y'all. Check this out. It's from Greg Byrne, everybody. Y'all ready? This is motivation. And it's not breaking news or anything, but this is something that they put out. Alabama Crimson Tide, Alabama fans, over the past few years, there have been drastic changes in college athletics. We have been careful. Keyword careful during this transitional period. Transitional period. I've been saying this for a while now. Transitional. Not rebuild. Transitional. We have been careful during this transitional period to protect our position at the top of college athletics while being mindful to listen, engage, and learn from our generous supporters, proud alumni, and unrivaled fans to make sure that we protect our great traditions here at Alabama. But there's a time for talk and a time for action. Now's the time for action. Although we have been competitive from an NIL standpoint, our competition has us in their sights and are actively trying to surge ahead with NIL. You have heard examples of other teams using promises of $1 million paydays to lure away our players or convince them not to come to Alabama. It is time for Alabama Nation to fight back. Under the new model of college athletics, which is the result of an antitrust lawsuit against the NCAA, a university can succeed if their fans purchase authentic NIL from student athletes. The good news is when Yay Alabama was created last year, the focus was on us providing our fans with legitimate product rather than booster endorsements. Yay Alabama delivers exclusive content and access you cannot get anywhere else. We also have a plan to grow Yay Alabama's offerings with more videos, features, and news in 2025. So to know that this is a time of year where things are they're going to die down going into Monday, right? We're at Wednesday. You're going to see a lot of portal announcements and things, guys entering the portal finally on Thursday to take these Friday, Saturday. A lot of these programs aren't going to be able to host people, so you're probably going to see a lot of announcements today. We should start seeing announcements tonight about guys committing, especially for the playoff teams. And then you got to think these playoff teams, they can go these bowl games. They can go and play in the bowl game, and then I think they can still enter the portal. Then they get 10 days after the game. If they got a postseason game, they get 10 days after the completion of that bowl game to go into the portal. So, but this is a notice, a Byrne notice. They like to call these Byrne notice. They use his last name, Byrne. Byrne notice. That's what we're going to call it. Byrne notice. I want y'all to share this because we need Alabama Nation to be on top of this. This is your AD. This is your athletic director and his team. And they're not selling out on social media. They're allowing me to do it. They're allowing me to do it. What's up, Sooner? How you feeling, bro? Hey, Sooner. Man, hey, we got to get together. Bro. I was on your show earlier. I didn't want to come in the chat because I seen the activity. I loved it. I seen you earlier today, man. Continue. What's up, D? But listen, Bama Nation, share this. Screenshot it. Nay. Can I get a thumbnail, Nay? You in here? You know what I'm saying? There what? Get my finger in the camera. Come on now. Screenshot. Oh yes. Hey, was it the USC guy? Who did y'all get in the portal? Who did y'all get in the portal? Hey, I'm gonna take a quick break though. We're gonna take a quick break. I didn't bring no water over here by me, so I'm gonna go get a bottle of water. I'm gonna run the infomercial. Y'all take a moment to become a member. Let me see if we got to the light goal so I can get into this portal news for Alabama. If not, I'm gonna make it members only if we didn't reach the light goal. So if you ain't got no wristband, you're gonna be mad. Oh, we reached it. No, we didn't. Or did we? Jordan, what you think? You think we need to amp it up to 4 more likes? We need 4 more likes. What you think, Jordan? Where my mods at? Y'all think we need to amp it up? Other way. Oh, I was backwards. Let me go back. I was backwards. Well, I could flip it. Get the screenshot. I could cut it and flip it. So me mirroring I need to switch it around. Let me take mirror screen off. Boom, boom. Okay, it's opposite now. See, that's why we see us creator. When you on camera and you have the screen mirror, it don't mirror it to where it's mirroring on the projections. It's just mirroring for you, right? So like I'm looking at my PC, and to me it's to my right on screen. Is it to my right on screen for y'all? Is my right hand up on screen, or is it my left hand to y'all? Because the way I'm looking at it, it's my left hand that's up on the screen. So We at 123. Okay, bet. Let's get into it. I'm gonna run this infomercial. When we come back, I'm gonna get y'all some portal news, some portal updates, and give y'all the full rundown on what's happening with some of the paperwork. And this is not anything in particular per player. I would never do that. That's a breach of confidentiality. Unless a player texts me and say, "Hey, tell everybody this is what happened with me." I will never do that for a player. All right. But I'm gonna give y'all the inside scoop, and you will start to see narratives like as always. Most times, more often than not, when I put this information out, people want particulars that's not going to get you an understanding. Just because you find out who don't mean you're going to understand why. So I like to tell you why. So when you see who, you're like, oh, that's why. That's why. That's how I like to be. That's the type of insider scoop I like to provide. So y'all be ready to jump in on that conversation here in a few seconds. But let me run this infomercial. We'll be right back. Then we're going to close the show out right after we get off that information. Thank y'all for being here. And remember, if you're not a member of the AAA family, this is how you become a member. And shout out to our sponsors. We got some new sponsorship information coming up, and that we're going to have to start promoting next year. Got a couple energy drinks. Shout out Ghost. Well, gotta wait. But yeah, we got some things coming up. Thank y'all for being here. And here goes how you join the AAA family. Check it out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. And each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Keep me out the
Leandre gota te giusto.
Weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Yeah, I'm posting this tweet real quick. Hold on. I gotta post this tweet real quick. I don't like typing on Twitter. on the computer. Like tweeting on the computer is weird to me. Hey, I want y'all to check out this tweet real quick. I want y'all to go look at my socials. If you could after the show, or if you able to multitask and get back in here for the last closeout information that we about to put the inside scoop for the Smook Scoop for the portal as far as Alabama is involved. And this is more so an agenda. I'm gonna give y'all the agenda. I know we have questions about some of the personnel on roster. I'm gonna bring up the roster and talk about that and explain to y'all the agenda as far as how we're attacking in the portal and my understanding based off the information I was provided. But I just posted this on Twitter. I said, Greg Byrne, I swear I was just about to cash out this last little $12 reading that email. Y'all go and support Yay Alabama. The new agenda, I'm with it. The new era demands new methods, and we have the tools to get to work. We have the tools. Let's get to work. Hashtag Bama Nation. Y'all go and share that message, man. Because at the end of the day, regardless of opinions and differences of opinions, I want my Bama Nation, I want my Crimson Tide to be successful. Basketball, football, track, baseball, everything that I follow closely, I want to see. I mean, I just want, and it's not just for Alabama. I want to see every child that goes and push themselves to another level to be something athletically. We got to support it, and we buy these jerseys. I mean, I make my own merch, but I guarantee you, if we get to a level where the Coach Smook Network can be a solid contributor to programs that we support, believe me, we're going to do it. It might not just be Alabama, but right now, that's all I care about. Nothing but the Tide, baby. That's all I care about. Nothing but the Tide and my boys, man. That's it. My family, my boys. When I say I'm talking about, like, when it comes to sports, college sports, my boys, man. That means every player that came through here that built a relationship with Coach Smook and the Coach Smook Network, no matter where they go, we're going to support them. Y'all, we might got some Boston College Connect, y'all. We might got some Boston College Connect. Congrats to Dylan Lonergan for finding a home. Going to play for Bill O'Brien, somebody he's familiar with, somebody that was very high on him. Not necessarily that recruited him, but while Dylan Lonergan was being recruited, Bill O'Brien was definitely one of those, he was the approval for him. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all. We are at 121 likes for real. Let me pull the dashboard back up. Oh, we at 123. Y'all going crazy. Andrew Glover for joining the AAA family. I seen that. Appreciate you for joining, my guy. Welcome to the family, Andrew. You and your beautiful lady there. Y'all, hey, make sure if she ain't no Bama fan, you gotta make sure she get right too. We got some sisters in here that can, host and keep her straight. All right, so here we go. Let's get into the conversation. Give them a suite at the stadium if they donate 10,000. Hey, you know what? The thing is, I think you got people that are contributing where there needs to be something in place where I should have a opportunity to purchase a ticket at a certain level, right? At a certain rate. And I think we have enough for the fan base. You can allocate like 40% of your ticket sales to specialized contributors, right? You can really discount the value of it. Not discount the value, you can discount the price of it and increase the value because it could be done on big games. You got to think. If you take, let's say, another home game against Georgia in 2 years, right? Or let's say a home game against Texas, and you take 100, you got 110, 120,000 tickets. 110,000 tickets you're able to sell for that game. You allocate, 30% to Texas fans, or 20%. I think is the minimum. The minimum you have to do. 20% of your ticket sales has to be allocated to the visiting home fan base, and I think that's all based off your athletic director, like your people that handle that. So 20%, I think it is at Alabama, and this is why I'm trying to make these connections. So when I put these numbers out there and give y'all these projections, y'all can see how Alabama can operate from a realistic standpoint when it comes to having to move money, find out how we create the revenue to expand or to cushion what we're doing in this plan that this thread that I was thrown into, reading it, going down, looking at some of the players that's being targeted, how they're targeting, how we're moving. This will make sense to y'all. So check this out from top to bottom. You started the athletic director position, and I'm gonna please try to bear with me so we can get a solid understanding of this. Administrative and actual on-field production, we're gonna keep it just football and the NIL and athletic directors and all of that stuff, how that operates. So you look at Greg Byrne, he's in charge of making sure the schedule gets put out there. He's the spokesperson for the He's in charge of hiring staff for the the athletic programs. Everything athletically at the University of Alabama goes through Greg Byrne, right? Now, you look at the football program. The football program brings in the most revenue for any other department in the University of Alabama, than any other department. The football program brings in the most revenue. So there's always going to be a inclination to support that first, because if you support that wholeheartedly and get it flowing, everything that falls in line is supported. You see it happening right now at Alabama football, then Alabama baseball, and then it trickled down to kind of like Alabama men's basketball. Then it went to the women's softball team, and then last year you see Coach Curry and those ladies, they start to make some noise. Then you start hearing about the track team starting to be competitive in SEC play. You got top sprinters in the Southeast and from the West Coast committing to come and run at Alabama. You look at our golf team, right? Like, just the athletic department as a whole benefits from the football program, being that it has the largest fan base. So this is the realistic plan. This is what we're doing as far as targeting players. The money is no longer just going to stay in Alabama. They have a realistic plan to have, I guess you could say, pipeline headquarters set up in regions to where you don't have to go to California to get a kid and from Washington to take him down to California and show him a good time and then fly him out to Alabama. Spread it out. The fan base is an international fan base. So there's a realistic plan to create HUDs of NIL collectives, and they're all governed by different states. So you can have an Alabama NIL collective, HQ in California, and it could operate on a different level of communicating and everything than it could in Alabama. And for that changes the game. So Greg Burns is saying, hey, for the fan base, if the fan base can lock down the state, for just the fans, if the fans can lock down the state, we can get the fans to contribute, we can use fan contributions for Yay Alabama to really start doing the upfront stuff. Hey, this is how we get your attention money. This is how we can upgrade this money. The fans can handle that. We need the big money movers for, hey, lock them in, because I hate it. I'm gonna tell you, I hate it. College football is coming to, hey, your national letter of intent says, your national letter of intent says you have to be here for 3 years. And while we're talking about that, and we're almost gassed out because we bring the energy, I need to refuel. So shout out to Ghost Energy Drink for supporting the Coach Smook Network, allowing us an opportunity to be affiliates. We're waiting on our promo code. We're waiting for the sales to get up. We got people. We send out links to people who drink energy drinks, and they're purchasing. So we're working on that on the back end. I haven't made it a mainstream thing yet because we're still working it, but we got to get up to that 5K subscribers too on this YouTube channel. We got the 10,000 total followers between our platforms, right? But we need to get to 5K subscribers on YouTube. So y'all keep liking and sharing the content so that people can continue to find out who we are. And y'all ain't got to keep sending them super chats and reaching them goals. Let Ghost Energy pay us. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop. But nah, shout out to Ghost Energy. I like the energy drinks. They real flavorful. Probably the cleanest surge of energy you're going to get when it comes to over the counter or your energy drinks from out the store. So shout out to Ghost Energy Drink for the opportunity. But yeah, let me get to the comments. But that's the basis of where we're at right now. So you got HUDs of Alabama Collective and NIL. I mean, it's already happening, but we're doing it on such a quiet stance. That's why I said the email should have been a podium presence. And I'm not sure if I missed something. I might have missed something since we've been live. Y'all let me know. But that should have been a podium presence, because now you're doing exactly what Nick Saban used to do, right? You're doing exactly what you did when you came out and said, Alabama Nation, don't panic. We'll make the best hire. We're going to make the best move in the next 72 hours. And a little bit under 72 hours, we had Kalen DeBoer, and we didn't even have full staff. Kalen DeBoer came here with no staff. He operated the first 3 or 4 weeks without a staff. Him and Courtney Morgan, they started piecing the personnel, administrative guys together. So this move right here not only sets you up to be in more favorable position, but you're actually showing people who love Alabama football and have money that they can be heard. A lot of times Alabama has missed out on money because The people that control how the money comes in, they've been saying, nah, we don't. If you're going to bring your money with that, we don't want to do that. And now their hands are being put to the fire. Jalen Mbakwe, business decision. Come on, y'all. Is Coach Smook making sense now? I'm going to stop the music. I wish I could go big screen. Y'all remember Monday when I talked about this Jalen Mbakwe situation, I said this is going to help Alabama. It's going to give them more of an initiative to get people to dig into them pockets, dig into them purses. Business decision by Jalen Mbakwe is a direct effect and it is going to be a direct effect of how successful we are in competing in NIL. I am calling it here. Book it. Say I'm just talking, whatever. But if it don't make sense, I'm going to open the phone lines and I want y'all to tell me how it don't make sense. I don't know, Nate, but I got a friend, Clay. I'm beginning with Jimmy Clay. Jimmy Clay is very connected. I think his daughter might be one of the players on the softball team, but I'm going to be hitting a lot of softball games. Me and my sister, Michelle, went to a softball game last season, and I enjoyed the hell out of that softball game, man. I enjoyed it. And the hot dogs at the stadium are good. They better than the ones in Coleman, and they better than the ones at Bryant-Denny. I'm just saying. The hot dogs at the softball field are way better. So if you're looking for a good hot dog, when you go to the baseball game, go to the softball games. When you go to the game, go to the softball game. Pause on the hot dogs. I know y'all coming. The Jalen Mbakwe effect. Man. Ooh, come on, Ghost. Come on through. Come on, Ghost. Hold on. I gotta go. We gotta do a break real quick. We ain't done one today. This Ghost get the MVP of the day real quick. Well, this Ghost gets the energy today. I gotta get a Ghost. I gotta get Ghost the 10 out of 10 today. I just turned over. I just snapped into another mode. Off of one sip. Hands break. Oh yeah, y'all know we gotta act up at least one time. Let's go. Red room action in the back. How you trying to act? Nay, shaking that boot. Hey, now she ain't. Hey, what's up? MJ in the chat. Disco, how you like that? Coach Smook on the track. Mbakwe came back. Talking all that smack. Get your boy smack. Bars sitting in the car, trying to drive far. Yeah, I gotta start. It's like, let me stop, man. I'm having fun today. I'm having fun with y'all today, man. Y'all know we coming to the end of the show. Y'all know that's when we get. Like, let me get into the comments, man. But that's the structure, man. That's the structure. If this is the beginning, and that's what I'm giving y'all, I'm giving y'all phases as it's given to me. The first phase is getting established in regions. For everybody to say that Kalen DeBoer don't have a plan, it's not on Kalen DeBoer to develop. It's not on Kalen DeBoer to develop a plan on how to get money. The sucker move is for Mike Norvell and Lane Kiffin and Brian Kelly and Ryan Day to say, hey, I'm going to give you $4 million out of the 6 that I make this year so we can get better players. That's a doggone lie. If y'all think a coach is going to cut into his pockets to pay for a player, an unproven player, right? You look in the portal, what proven players are leaving? What proven? There's a very small amount of proven players in the portal. You think coach is going to start cutting into their funds to pay for an unproven player? A coach that's been through it, that didn't get, none of these coaches came up in the era where they were getting paid legally. So you think that's a pride factor? We're not considering that. So everybody that's worried about us, we're good. We just don't be loud, man. We don't have to be loud. We got 99 in the chat. Got 127 on the 127 likes on the stream. Need 3 more to get to 130. 3 more to get. Khalil, Bach will have opportunities on offense. He's going to be a primary defensive player though, and that's smart. If Bach plays the same amount of reps as Kendrick Law, is not straining him. If Jalen Mbakwe plays the same amount of reps as Kendrick Law and Kobe Prentice played last year, it's not going to strain him, especially if he's going to be at that rover position. He's not gonna get out there, run three plays on defense, go and do punt return, and then have to turn around and be on the field for the first offensive snap. He's not gonna have to do that. He's gonna be able to be the 5th or 6th guy in rotation. When he comes in the game, you're gonna have to pay attention to him. That's what he's bringing. Shout out to the 131 likes on the stream, man. 131 likes on the stream, man. Ooh, y'all, this one doing it today. I ain't gonna lie. I almost want to put a shot of tequila in this mug. That's how good it is. I'm that drinker when I do drink. That's how good it is. What flavor is this? Let me give a shout out. What's this flavor? Electric Limeade. If y'all don't drink Ghost energy drinks, when we get our promo code, definitely support it if you do end up drinking them. But if you don't drink Ghost energy drinks, go try them out. When they first came out, I was skeptical, but because I thought it was a Snapchat drink. I don't know why I thought it was a Snapchat logo, but y'all go check them out, man. They don't have a whole bunch of flavors, but you see them adding more. It's real good, y'all, and it gives me good energy. I'm probably gonna be up till I'm gonna be in this energetic mode for another 2 hours. It's a solid energy boost for everybody. Shout out to the 133 likes on the stream. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all want me to open the phone lines again? Do we need to open the phone lines again? Where are they sold? Gas stations. Most gas stations. See, and it's crazy because I don't know if this is am I catching it in the hood phases? Because I trust, me personally, y'all, when I travel, I trust the hood gas stations when I'm looking for snacks, because I know they're gonna have stuff that I'm used to having, like the knockoff Little Debbie's. Like, I like those better than Little Debbie's. So I don't know if Ghost is mainstream yet. I know they're a successful company right now, and they're pretty new to the industry when it comes to the beverages and bootleg snacks. Facts, Andy. What you know? What you know about that, Andy? Is that a picture of you? I'm gonna ask, and I am profiling. I'm sorry if that gets me counsel. I'm sorry. I'm just being me. What you know about them bootleg snacks? You know about a candy lady, Andy? You better not know nothing about no candy lady. If you know about the candy lady, you getting a golden ticket to the barbecue. All right, talk to me. I'm drinking Kool-Aid. See, Kimberly, Kool-Aid Kimberly. That's gonna be your nickname for the family. Kimberly ain't started drinking. Okay, Andy said that ain't him. All right, I was about to say you was about to get a golden ticket invite to the barbecue, man. I work in advertising, so I would say they are mainstream. Okay, bet. Hey, and I stop telling our business, Derek. Don't be telling people what you do. I say our business, our family business. Don't be telling people. Yeah, Megan, try them out. They really good. They really good. I know I like the electric limeade, but I also like the sour limeade. They got a cherry limeade flavor. They got a fuse pop, like the y'all remember the bomb pop? What's that flavor called? The red, white, and blue bomb pop popsicles. They have a drink that flavor. Who else? What other flavors? They got like sour pink lemonade. There's a couple different flavors. Do I need to open the phone lines? We good. I think we're good. You have to sniff it. You want me to clip it? Y'all make sure y'all clip it for my boy D, man. As a matter of fact, D, there's a clip function. You can actually hit the clip function. And that probably happened like, what, 2 minutes ago? You can actually slide the bar. And Discord next year, y'all, starting in March during the off season, I'm going to be doing Discord link ups and video. Like, we're going to do educational stuff for people that want to join and help the channel grow. So before we get into that, I'm gonna go ahead and thank everybody for being a AAA member. We're gonna get ready to close this thing out. Where we at? Yep, we're getting ready to close it out. I said I need to be off by 2:45. Let me do this infomercial and then we're gonna get into our close. That sound good, everybody? Sound good? I thank y'all for supporting. Let me do this close real quick. I'm gonna do this infomercial, then I got y'all.
Welcome. First of all, I just want to say thank you for joining the AAA family. By doing so, you have committed to supporting this channel monetarily, and for that, I could not thank you enough. I'm glad that you saw fit to contribute to the growth of this network, and because of that, you have access to all the behind the scenes content that we're going to be placing on this channel, backstage access to all the vlogs, VODs. We got all types of content. You will have early access to it. Also, any event that you see come out with outside with Coach Smook or anything sponsored or partnered with Coach Smook, it will be preferred, and we will all make sure that we're all taken care of. This community is going to continue to grow. Don't miss out on any opportunities to network. We have other content creators. We have business owners. We got entrepreneurs. This is Coach Smook Network because we believe in networking. We want to uplift the community. So thank you for contributing to helping that mission, seeing that goal. And that's really what we're here for, right? We're here to uplift and continue to grow. So thank you for all your contributions and welcome to the family. AAA, SOS.
Leandre Gota Tejus.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for being here again. Once again, I really appreciate y'all. Don't forget, we have merch here at the Coach Smook Network. Y'all go check out the merch, man. We're here. Look, the socks are right there. I'm telling y'all, I got a pair of socks. They in the wash right now. I mean, they in the dirty clothes. But these socks are actually comfortable. And don't forget, January 31st, we're going to have a 30% discount for 14 days. 14 days, we're going to go into the new year with it. 40% discount on all merch. 30% discount on all merch. So y'all make sure y'all go check it out. All the merch, AAA, CSN. We got the red letter lineup still out there. We're actually about to get rid of the red letter lineup. It's coming up on this is 120 day mark. Not 120 day. It's coming up on the 120 cycle. So the 120 cycle. So we about to get rid of the red letter merch. If you haven't got your babies, they red letter merch shirts, go ahead and get them. Stop playing. Go get them babies they shirts. They want to rock that Coach Smook Network shirt stuff. But we got some new designs, a whole new design scheme coming out with the gray letter lineup. And we got some logo stuff that's being printed, some Fairweather Fan merch. We got a Scoop Buggy. We got the Scoop Buggy lineup. It's about to get crazy. We got a lot of stuff popping up with the Coach Smook Network. So, and I would have never thought this was going to be at this level without y'all, man. So I thank y'all for supporting. As always, man, we're ending the stream with 69 in the chat after averaging. We had a peak viewership. Let's talk about it. I like to talk about it. This is y'all. Our peak viewership. We had 174 people in here at one time on YouTube. And we still got 300 on Twitter waiting for us to close out. I think Twitter kind of gets into this, like they keep the number up as people tap in. But we are getting a lot of activity on Twitter. Let me see. Did I get some ats on Twitter? I like to acknowledge this too. Okay. Hey, appreciate all the shares on Twitter too, man. Billy Till, appreciate you. Who else is that? Sane, appreciate you. Sane Tider. 5 over there, appreciate you. Uncle D, I see you. Boss. Cameron, I see you. Oh, I can see him now. T-Lo, appreciate you. And Davin, my brother Davin. Can't wait to get Davin back on the line, man. Get some of that talk in there. And then shout out to our new team. Y'all about to see a couple faces, a couple known faces on Twitter. They're going to start showing up a lot more. You're going to start hearing their names a lot. These are people, when Coach Smook Network had to relaunch, these are people that were kind of watching from afar and kind of quietly cheering, hoping that I stuck it out. And after having a couple conversations, we got some things happening. So y'all be on the lookout for it. We got some things happening. Love y'all, man, as always. Don't forget to continue to support everybody on the channel. We have 2
creators on the channel right now. 2 creators on the channel that are part of the team. You got A.O. Sully in the chat. You got A.O. Sully. He's probably not in the chat, probably working hard. But make sure y'all go and continue to check out his reactions. He's been doing his reactions. All of that'll be phasing over to the Coach Smook Network, so y'all ain't got to go. But make sure y'all go and support these guys' platforms. Go and support these guys' platforms because they're contributing. And we got another one popping up. I think I'm about to create Zach a page and get all his phone call segments. But we're actually creating a playlist, y'all, for the phone call segments. We're creating a playlist of clips from phone calls. So that could become a thing. You want to get on that playlist, you want your phone calls clip, call in, say your name, put me in the game, coach. All right? Nah, Matt Farnes, the smooth way is dead. The smooth way is dead, brother. Shout out to my Brody Smook. Congratulations on his opportunity he took advantage of with a solid publication over at Touchdown Alabama, but we can't because of his obligation over there. He's in a form, he's my competition. And it's crazy because I talk to my competition weekly. That's my baby brother, man. He's not my baby brother, but he's my little brother. And he's my competition now. And it's not like we keep information from each other. He just has a job to do. And I don't want to get in the way of that by trying to resource him for information that I can get out and step on, and really use my legs to do the same work he's doing. I'm proud of Brody. He's going to be a name to watch for. When it comes to Bama coverage. So, yeah, man, I love it. I love how we're growing here, and I love what y'all are doing to continue to support. So with that being said, y'all, I love y'all. I've had fun on today. Random live. We didn't plan this one. This wasn't even, we didn't have a show scheduled, nothing. Y'all make this show as always. I love y'all. No competition agreement. No competitive agreement. Yeah. No competition. Yeah. And I don't think they would even look at it as competition. Y'all seen Steve over here. Steven's over here any chance I get him, John, Benny Bice, Justin, the whole team over there, Trey. I'm cool with everybody over there. I love them. I love them. But they are my competition. They drive me. I have to stay on top of my game. Just like I believe they look at some other, probably not me, but they look at some other channels and say, we got to stay ahead. You have to. If you don't, you'll just fall to the wayside. You'll fall to the wayside. I'm not a wayside player. I want to contribute if I'm in the game. So whenever you see me, holla at your boy and say, put me in the game, coach. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I love y'all and see y'all. We might go live again tonight. Just do some small talk. We might have some guests come on. We might do something tonight. Y'all never know. Keep your notifications on. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Much love, everybody.